went to look at the cameras and I saw my car in flames. And that's the first thing I saw. I just couldn't believe that I was watching my car that I worked so hard for just burn. And for somebody to take that from me is very hurtful. And I will never be able to understand that. Thankfully.
And that's kind of like the whole thing. A Twitch streamer by the name of Just Foxy, she got her car set on fire by a viewer. This man decided to drive 700 miles just to go do this. Just to set her car on fire. How down horrendous is that, Now, in all truthfulness, this is pretty sad. It's pretty it's very unfortunate. No one should ever have to go through this burden of like some random guy on the internet just likes you a lot to the point they're just like, hey, I'm gonna go burn this Twitch viewer's car down. No one should have to fear that or witness that. And I question it: is it the streamer's fault? I would say no. I mean, is there some factors that could possibly factor into that? I'd say probably yes. But also, I want to go into the other side, of the viewer, of the degenerate man that decided to do this, Just because his dono did not get read, that's probably the reason why. I mean, I just want to say something real quick, I feel like us as men, we need to become better, we need to stop allowing these things to happen to us, allowing these things to, succumb to the degeneracy of watching these streamers. I'm not trying to say that you can't watch these streamers. I'm just trying to say, like, don't watch him 24/7 all the time. Allocate some time to your self-improvement. Go work out, go meditate, go do something else besides watching Twitch streamers all the time and working at your dead-end job. This is like their only way of like coping. Like, hey, I'm watching this streamer, I'm happy. Like, no, go make money. Go improve your quality of life. Go touch some grass. But also at the other end, for the streamers, is there any ways to stop this? I don't think so, no, because this also happens to most streamers, but obviously it happens more predominantly to female streamers, I feel like there's ways to mitigate this, to lower the chances of this happening. One way is probably, not dressing as revealing. Don't do as many sexual things, don't do the more down bad things, But I mean, a lot of times, a lot of Twitch streamers are uninteresting, and that's the only way they can get viewers, would you rather be safe than sorry? If you're safe, you're dressing less revealing, you're not doing as much, you're actually doing something else, doing something more productive, playing a game, she plays a game, or either just, actually actually do something interesting, go draw, go do some art, do something that is, that'll be productive for you and everybody can actually learn from it, Another thing is, say that you have a boyfriend. That's one way I think is a good way to mitigate that. Because once they find out, they're like, well, what's the point? You can be safe to start. And like, you're going to be making less money. I mean, would you rather make more money, be less safe, have a stalker stalking you all the way 24/7, and be like, oh, I'm so scared? Or would you rather be safe? Be like, all right, I don't have to worry stalkers. I'm making a little bit less, but I mean, hey, I'm safe. It is what it is. That type of thing. I feel like that'd be one type of way, or two different ways to mitigate that. But anyways, I guess that those are my two final thoughts about it. Also, I forgot to mention one more thing. Instead of just bullying the men, out of this, instead of bullying them to the point where they're like, oh, this is my only gateway to happiness and whatever stuff. Like, no, you criticize them, but it'd be like, but say this, like, hey, this is creepy, this is weird. You need to become better. You need to go meditate. You need to go work out. You need to go make more money. You need to improve your quality of life. We need to become better as men and strive to become more successful and become better people in general. Next topic. Just Minx looks like she got hit by a train. But to be more factual, she broke her nose during a sparring match. You know, it's a pretty it's a pretty hard hit. You know, her nose is all mashed up. Her nose is all, plumpy, and it's broken. You know, I guess her sparring trainer decided to think that she belongs in the kitchen, so then he went all out. So this happened. And also, I want to show something else. Another picture. You know, she's looking a little bit more, I guess, with a more broken nose, and stuff like that. And also, her knee is also scraped. You know, I think what happened is that, her knee got hit by a cheese grater. You know, I think that's what happened. You know, the Shing Shing, the forbidden Parmesan cheese. You know, she actually fell off her scooter. That's what happened. You know, and I guess whenever Irish people don't drink, they tend to do worse. And I guess that kind of sums up the whole picture. Because also, she hasn't been drinking that much either. In all seriousness, I hope she's able to recover. I hope she is able to become better and stronger than what she was from before. You know, able to make Conor McGregor proud. And showing what the Irish people can do. And also one more thing, I also want to congratulate her for, not drinking as much. Not drinking. I think it's 3 months. She said, I'm happy for that. A lot of people, they can't last that long without drinking. A lot of them will just go back to their bad habits. Go back to drinking. A lot of people are drunks and happy that she can, withstand that urge to drink. Anyways, next topic. News. XQC Felix Lengyel. I don't know how to say that properly. Please correct me if I am saying it wrong. One of the biggest Twitch streamers, is signing a non-exclusive 2-year, 100 million deal with a rival platform, Kick. It's a massive deal in the entertainment space, and a loss for Twitch, which has been hemorrhaging stars. What is my thoughts about this? I'm happy about it. XQC is getting paid more than NBA superstars. He's getting paid more than NFL players. That's how big this is. I'm like I said, I'm happy for XQC. He's making the big bucks. He was still always making the big bucks. But I mean, this is the only Twitch streamer that can say, "Hey, I'm making more than NFL or NBA superstars." Who else can say that? Not LeBron James. But another thing that I guess I'm happy about it. It's like taking one of Twitch's biggest creators out of this space. Why? Because this will help be more competition with Twitch, Kick, and also other platforms. I want there to be more competition. Competition helps other companies become better. It helps them to to innovate, helps them to evolve, helps them to become better in ways where the people will they will evolve. People will be able to get better outcomes, and also streaming outlets, they'll be able to evolve and actually improve. They would have to improve, because if they don't, they will fail. That's kind of like the whole thing of that. And yeah. Oh yeah, and also by the time of this recording, Emirath also got signed too. So I guess I'll be making a video about that. Kick will need the big bucks in order to handle the big Bahunga Douglas. He's probably going to be getting paid a pretty big penny. Next topic. Now, before I start this segment, I just want to thank Augie, because, I'm just a leech. I'm leeching off of his content. I'm leeching off of the video that he has made over here, like I said, I just want to give another thanks. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for his video, so you guys can go see it. He goes more in depth into the video, and he goes more thorough into it. He goes into the nitty gritty of this situation. He defines it more better. Anyways, let's get into it. Hunter Avalon is a YouTuber with over 500,000 subscribers. Kesara and I have both decided to amicably end our marriage. We're still close friends with no hate in our hearts towards each other, and we shared vast interests and are raising our children together in a safe environment. Thank you for respecting our privacy. And if you guys don't know what's happening, his wife left him for some BBC. Realize how he said some? Because we'll be getting into that in a little bit. There's a man by the name of Kingston Hawk, and he decided to explain the reason why, why Hunter's wife left him. And also, I want to say, unfortunately, by the time of this recording, Kingston deleted all his content off his YouTube channel, so I was not able to get that. So, Augie's channel, the big king, the big W gets all the information for me. I steal his content. There we go. Anyways, let's read it. Thank you. I like how forward you are with me. I appreciate that. New topic. It's sexy. Yes, sir. Tell me, what is your life looks like if you had the complete freedom to do and try whatever you want? No pandering. Give me your most honest answer. I think it would start by you. I know it would be kind of no, I know you would be kind of also to give constructive criticism. Then I would want to the Australian guy because he's fat and funny. You want to learn to be better sexually? Yes. I tried riding a on the chair and my quads were burning after like 3 minutes. Lol. That kind of sounds like a skill issue, Your quads are weak. How tough would it be? No, how tough would a gangbang be to set up? Depends. What do you want? What do you want it to look like? Are you thinking of just trying to charge as many men to you all at once? Have someone willing to pay to have the video made for them. I just need 5K, but he's willing to pay more for more people. I said 4 to 5 would be possible, and I thought we could split the differences if you could film and edit it. If you could travel, I could probably set up that easily. This is some pretty new territory, and also some of this information was also during while they were still married. It was still at the end of their marriage, but it's kind of like I guess the same thing, but it's still pretty terrible. It's still pretty bad. She was planning it from the beginning. I expect he'll be willing to pay around $8,000. I should be able to. You seem scared to anyone. Any one guy from Tinder though. How are you going to handle 5? Lol. I've lined up with Tinder. I almost someone yesterday, but Hunter was throwing up. My health stopped wrapping up, so it will be easier. I told you to make content to send me videos of you using your toys. To blow a guy off Tinder, you always agree, but never came through. Okay, that's some pretty gnarly things to do. I guess one thing, I guess that's kind of like the whole gist of it. The whole meat and juices. Like I said, if you guys want to go see the whole video, you guys can. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. Augie deserves all the credit. I'd say I'm just a leech. But anyways, I guess what are my final thoughts? My final thoughts is that they're degenerates for allowing this to happen. Not just because of that, but I mean also I worry about the children. How old are the children? I don't know. But I mean, my main problem is that what if they're in middle school? What if they're in high school? And at that point, they get bullies. Not only are they going to get bullied because their dad is a part of some type of political environment, their mom is also doing some pretty nasty, dirty things. If it does come to that, I think it probably will, but I hope not. But anyways, if the bullies find out like who their parents are and stuff like that, it's gonna be a pretty bad time. It's gonna be down horrendous. It's gonna be bad time for the children all the time. They're always gonna be bullied. They're always gonna be witnessing, whatever their mom did. I just don't want them to get bullied and then go to the point where it's like either they commit a mass crime in school or either they go to self removal. Those are the two big things. I just wish the best for those children. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I feel people are overlooking, saying that the parents, like yes, the parents too, but I mean also the children are the main ones to, be feeling the pain of their decisions. That's kind of like the whole gist of it. That's kind of like what my main idea is. But anyways, I think that'll be it for the video. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later.